All right, we're live. Yes. Appreciate you. Let me know if you can hear me on this mic. I was having a little issue with the mic. Jerome's mic, Jerome's computer wasn't working. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Apologies for being a couple minutes late here. Had to get my mic going. So let me know if the mic is good. Now, yes, we're talking about the Capital One. Yes, we live. All right. We're talking about the Capital One breach. We're talking about if Equifax getting a payoff. We're talking about some student loan removals that have come off. We're talking about people getting some great results. We've got the subscribe tribe coming in. They're saying the mic is good. So excellent. Wonderful. Good to see everybody here on the live stream, the live chat. It's great to be back yet again on another Saturday. Glorious, beautiful. Everybody saying hello, hi. T. Jackson, Tiny Services, Miss Gloria, Timothy, hey, Master. Nicole, good to see you, Leon. Hi, everybody. Let's see. It's nice to have a weekend here with you all, when I get a little bit time to, because, I'm doing a lot of emails. I'm doing a lot of the disputes with the clients and the team and all this good stuff. So I'm going to put my email up here because I want to make sure that you guys can, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, can email me. We get to talking, we get to going, and sometimes I miss a couple questions here or there, but I want you to be able to ask them. I will be here on the email. I will get back to you. I will indeed put my email here, and that's why you want to jump on. I'm going to put on the subscribetribe.com. You can jump on the email list so you know the dates and times when I go live, what we'll be talking about, and of course, you get a nice supplement to 609creditrepair.com or us doing it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Okay, so let's talk about that. First of all, let's talk about, oh, wow, Kiko 12010. I got 6 deletions on Equifax. Congratulations. All right. This is excellent work. This is the type of stuff that you can do for yourself. We can do for you. It is possible. Okay. Barbara says, congratulations. Now let's talk about this Capital One breach, because a lot of people know about the Equifax breach. All right. Not everybody heard about this Capital One breach. Supposedly this breach happened March 23rd and March 22nd of this year. Just happened recently. Capital One just figured it out, and they said, you know what? Check it out. If you were breached, we'll let you know, and we'll offer you some free credit monitoring. That's it thus far. That's all Capital One is saying. That's all they want to do. Now, people don't even understand how bad this actually is. Dion saying credit went from 504 to 689 in just 6 months. Congratulations, Dion. And thank you for adding your great positivity here, because a lot of junk, all this negativity coming from Capital One or Equifax, all these people that are supposed to be following the rules, supposed to be holding this information secure. They have millions, billions of dollars of resources, and they're telling me some little hackers are getting around their firewalls. This is ridiculous, okay? Cakeology, thank you so much for the super chat, Brandon. Appreciate all your help and your dedication. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all being dedicated here and helping one another, all right? Team Fuego, 24 inquiries deleted. Thanks for all the information, bro. Thank you, all right? Dion says this individual whose credit went up just 6 months just purchased first home, 3% interest. That's phenomenal. The difference between 3% interest and let's say 5%, 6%, which already is pretty good, 5%, 6%, it's not bad, right? Double, half as much, 3%. Imagine somebody getting 7%, 8% makes a huge difference on the life of your loan, okay? You're doing what's right. You're getting it done. Capital One's not getting it done. They gave this hacker, right? This hacker got access to over 100 million Capital One credit applications and account information. Over 140,000 social security numbers in the U.S. were compromised and were out there, and 80,000 bank account numbers were, hacked, accessed, whatnot. Okay. iHorn 2011. Anybody watching? Make y'all get Brandon Services. It works. 22 items deleted. 700 credit score. Finally, congratulations. iHorn 2011, appreciate you. Rohan came from 536 to 710 credit score. Thanks. Another great subscribe tribe member. Okay. So Cakeology. Yes. I'm gonna get you. Okay. Thank you very much for the super chat. And here is my email. Got it. Okay. Excellent. So what can you do about Capital One? Of course, they tell you, freeze your credit, freeze your credit. We'll let you know if you were compromised. They're not even going to let people look themselves up like Equifax, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Right now, Capital One's just saying, hey, we'll let you know. We'll notify you. We'll give you free credit monitoring. Okay. We're sorry. That's it. And you don't even hear this from Capital One. You're getting it from news outlets. You're getting it from the news outlets. You're getting it from us. Okay. You're getting it here. This is why you want to hit that subscribe button and that bell for notifications, because a lot of people didn't even know. I didn't know until I started doing the research on this, all this breach stuff. Okay. Capital One didn't inform me, and I have Capital One credit card. Okay. So they didn't inform me. Now, they'll say, freeze your credit report. What can you really do? This is what you can actually do if you are compromised. First of all, if you're compromised, you are more than open and welcome to let law enforcement know that you were compromised. Your stuff was compromised in this kind of ID theft situation, right? Your identity had been compromised and taken. So it is possible. Okay, that is something you can do preemptively. Okay, that's up to you. Obviously, I can't give any legal advice, but you are open to speaking, maybe potentially getting a free consultation with an attorney. Who knows, right? So you have those options. Secondly, the FTC has a identity theft recovery steps for you at ftc.gov, right? You can dispute negative, erroneous, nasty stuff that pops up on your reports, 609creditrepair.com. And if for some reason bank account information was compromised, you find yourself in something like early warnings or check systems, we've got letters for that. You can file complaints with the CFPB, the FTC. You can do your ID theft recovery if necessary. So this goes above and beyond just freezing it. Now, freezing is great. You can freeze it. If you do freeze it, make sure to maintain your PIN number so you can unfreeze it. Otherwise, you're going to have to call the bureaus and they're going to have to get some identity questions asked of you, and then you're going to have to confirm who you are, you say you are, and then give you a new PIN and all that stuff. So that could be a little bit more challenging. And when you freeze something, you can't really be actively applying for things, so you can't necessarily go out and apply for stuff right out of the gate, but you can unfreeze and apply and good to go. You protect that good credit. So a lot of times they're saying, oh, credit monitoring, that's not enough. Freezing your credit, that's not enough. You can dispute the negative items. You got FTC identity theft recovery. You can talk to law enforcement, file police reports and sheriff reports. You have the check systems dispute letters. You have the ability to dispute this junk off of there. And remember, a lot of bank accounts are protected 100% from fraudulent activity. So if somebody's trying to go out there and use your bank account or something like that, notify your bank or credit union ASAP. Let them know. In fact, if for some reason they start to allow you to see if you're compromised, because Capital One saying, oh, well, we'll notify you. Well, if they do notify you, or if they let you start knowing, let your bank account, you can let them know. You could say, hey, look, my stuff was compromised. Please be on the alert. Maybe let's change some information. Maybe I can get a different debit card. There's all sorts of things that you can do proactively, okay? So don't let these people scare you. Don't be worried. Supposedly they found the hacker, which is great. It's fantastic. Hopefully this stuff can be, they can get some more strength to their security. I feel like legislators really got to push on these credit card companies and these bureaus, because they're making a lot of money off of us, and they're just willy-nilly don't care, and nor do they give any resources back to us. And this is what I'm going to get to with Equifax, is that maybe you saw this video on Equifax, maybe you've been noticing, but Equifax is saying now that they're giving $125 of 10 years of credit monitoring. Well, $125, okay, is only available if mathematically they can give $125 to everyone. They set aside for cash payouts of this $125. Cash payouts, they have an allotment, a bank account or a trust or a fund or something that they don't, want to tell us all. They have $31 million set aside. Okay, what's the amount of Capital One payout? That's the thing. Capital One right now doesn't have a payout. They're going to offer free credit monitoring. And Equifax is offering 10 years of free credit monitoring and $125 payout. But Equifax saying they might not be able to pay out a whole $125. That they knew 147 million people were compromised in the Equifax breach, and they set aside $31 million, and they want to pay anyone who claims for the $125 bucks $125 out of the $31 million. Someone didn't do the math. 147 million people were compromised, and they put away $31 million. That doesn't make any sense. At 147 million people were compromised, $147 million put away would be $1 for every person. Simple math. These guys are supposed to be credit people, interest people, mathematicians, statisticians. So $125 per person is more than $31 million, all right? So what should they be doing, right? What could they be doing? Boosting credit scores is something that actually helped the people that were potentially victimized, right? Potentially hurt. Their IDs were compromised. ID theft was compromised. And supposedly they have some ID theft recovery services that, you know, if you can prove you were a victim of ID theft, they'll help you get your stuff squared away and get back on track and all that good stuff. But hey, it remains to be seen because $125, they're not able to pay that out. So now all of a sudden they're able to allocate all these resources and all this stuff. It's nonsense. So you have to do it. No one's coming to save us, right? That's what I always tell people. No one's coming to save us. We have to do it for ourselves, or we can help you do it at theawesomelifegroup.com. You can dispute negative, nasty, erroneous offers, okay? Luke says credit repair starts now. That's right. Credit repair does start now. It has started for you. You are on the road to recovery. Let's say you're just starting out. You're thinking, hey, you know, this is the first time I'm watching one of these videos. I'm not really sure. You've already started. You've already started the process. Your mind is already getting the information necessary to begin this road to recovery for you. And when you get to the other side, it is incredibly valuable. Like we were talking about here, people getting 3% interest on their homes, building wealth for their family. Somebody going, you know, up into the 700s. People getting 25 negative items removed and all these hard inquiries off. You could be next. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com, okay? So not only have we had the breaches, not only have we had to deal with this stuff and nonsense, all right? Yeah, the credit bureaus are full of nonsense, exactly. People are still doing excellent, okay? You can still do excellent, just like these people. We've had an individual write in, Team B Weave, you the bomb. I followed your student loan process to the T, and Equifax deleted 4 federal loans, Fed loan accounts on my first round. Amazing, okay? Now, TransUnion, Equifax, being a little bit, but hey, sent around 2, we're working with it. We're gonna ask how they quote unquote verified. We can show what negative items were deleted, including those student loans, okay? I'm staying on them until I get what I want. We can play hardball. Thank you for giving up so much knowledge that changes lives and for a minimal cost. Great work. Well, I appreciate you, Angel. I appreciate you writing in. I appreciate individuals putting their great results here. Now, if you're doing well, you don't want anything to stand in your way, especially some nasty Equifax breach. So what you can do as well is you can go to Equifax Settlements. I'm going to go there right now. Like I was saying before, I had a little bit issue with my microphone and my computer and whatnot. So I'd start a little bit later. So I had this pulled up. Let me pull it up again. EquifaxBreachSettlement.com. And I'm going to put this here for you. Okay. And you can take a look at all this stuff, file a claim and all this good stuff. Now, I'm not saying what you have to do, you know, talk to your lawyers, no legal advice here. Just information for you on excluding yourself from the settlement, okay? There is something. So you can file your claim by January 22nd, 2020. But if for some reason you want to exclude yourself from the settlement by informing the settlement administrator that you want to opt out of the settlement, you can do so by November 19th, 2019. You would have to send in a separate letter to them, and you can take a look at the breach. They've got the PO box here. I'm looking at it right now, what they ask, your full name, current address, all that stuff. For some reason, if you want to be excluded from it, you would have to do that. If you do not exclude yourself, If you do not exclude yourself, you're automatically opted into their claim. You're automatically opted into the settlement, which means, hey, later on, for this isolated incident of ID theft stuff, if you got to take them to court or something like that, too late, right? So you might want to think about it, talk to your lawyers, think about that kind of stuff. So if you're automatically opted in, well, what do you get, right? Well, you can make the claim for $125 or the free credit monitoring, okay? Free identity resolution services. So you are eligible for at least 7 years of free assisted identity restoration services to help you remedy the effects of ID theft and fraud. So if you're automatically in there, you will have that, okay? But it's up to you. You can decide what you want on $125 if they all pay out, if they decide to figure that out, 10 years credit monitoring, the ID services, and up to other cash payments, up to $20,000 of out-of-pocket losses resulting from the data breach, fees for notary, attorneys, tax stuff, CPAs, your time, your energy, your work, maybe even taking time off work to deal with this stuff, up to $20,000 if you qualify for that, if your identity was breached and you've had to deal with that, okay? So if you have questions, you need to get to me, all right? You can ask here. Not only that, I'm going to put my email address here. You can make sure to get in touch with me, all right? Someone says, Deshaun Mortgage, Montgomery. My information is worth more than $125. They need to pay everyone a whole year's salary. That's what I'm talking about. They are making billions, trillions of dollars, okay? So I'm about to go through here and apologize if I got the live chat, which is perfect. It used to put on top chat all the time, and I got it on live chat. It's great. I can actually see what's going on. So I'm going back through here. I got your questions, all right? Make sure to put this up here. And here's another thing. I know the weekend sometimes people are either working or they're taking their time off, so just great. So potentially might have some more days here during the evenings or when people are off of work and that kind of stuff, so we can get more lives and more information. I know you guys really enjoy these. I really enjoy them. So jump on thesubscribetribe.com. Luke, one of our team members here, is going to put thesubscribetribe.com in the chat. Jump on there so you get the dates and times and when I go live, and hit the subscribe tribe button. All right. I appreciate you. All righty. So let's see what questions you got. Wow. Claudio, TransUnion up from 649 to 700. Equifax up from 650 to 775. Congratulations. Excellent. Ken, you can dispute that negative item. Now, typically, Ken, they do notify you. So Ken is asking, hey, something came on to my report. They didn't notify me. What's up? Typically, a collector will send you something that says, hey, if you don't respond to us within 30 days, we're going to assume this debt is yours, which is ridiculous, right? Why would they need to assume the debt is yours if you don't dispute it, if you don't push back? Wouldn't they automatically 100% know the debt is yours? Wouldn't they have a contract with your name on it signed, saying the debt is yours, saying that a third party can collect on their behalf? Wouldn't they have that information? Why would they go through the trouble of setting? And how many people have gotten that Dunning letter? I'm sure plenty of people have gotten that automated letter. I'm sure people here typing in as we speak saying, I got one of those. If you don't respond in 30 days to dispute the validity of this account, we're going to assume this debt is yours. Why do you need to assume anything? Don't you have facts? Don't you have truth? No, you don't, do you? So typically we hit them back right away with the collection validation letter, make it very difficult for them, ask them how they're storing their data, all that good stuff. I want to see signed contracts with my name, and I want to see your agent, your registered agent. If I got to have my lawyer send something to you guys, all of this stuff is in that letter. Now, not only can you do that, you can dispute with the bureaus at the same time, Ken, all right? And you can take this, get this stuff off of there. And this is the stuff that drives me nuts. It would be so simple, right? It'd be so simple. They said, this is the agreement. This is what you need to pay. That's it. But no. And hey, that's fine. They don't want to play by the rules. Delete it. Delete that negative, nasty, erroneous, derogatory, unverifiable account off the report. That's why you're seeing people here just above that, came from 536 to 710 credit score. Thanks, Rohan. Excuse me, I'm going to get a little water. It is possible, okay? Something else that people sometimes have difficulty with is individuals who put them on as authorized user, and then sometimes, occasionally, friends or family, hard times, something goes wrong. I had knee and hip issues, all that stuff. So they're not able to keep up with the payments. How do I remove myself as an authorized user on someone else's credit account who went into default, okay? How do I remove it from my reports? Well, that's a really good question because occasionally, sometimes it has to do that, okay? So there's a special letter for this specific scenario, okay? I notice that you're reporting the reference account on my credit report, even though I'm only an authorized user. This is a violation of Section 603 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Only information on credit issued to a consumer is allowed, okay? Firm offer of credit or insurance verification goes on and on and on and on, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. It is potentially possible, all right? You can do this for yourself. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Don't let individuals that said they're going to help you out, not help you out, hurt you, okay? You can also, this individual has some stuff at LexisNexis. You can dispute the bankruptcy out of LexisNexis. In fact, had someone email in just today, the bankruptcy came out of LexisNexis. Excellent. The other two bureaus got it off. Boom, done. Then Experian says, hey, we verified through LexisNexis. What are you talking about? You didn't verify through LexisNexis because it is out of LexisNexis. It's impossible. And the other two bureaus said the same. So I told this individual, say, not only do you want to file your complaint with the CFPB and all that good stuff, you want to go ahead and show them. Give them a copy of LexisNexis that it's not in there. And say, how are you able to verify through LexisNexis? It's not here. And the other two bureaus were not able to verify it. And it's gone. And I filed my complaint. So if you don't delete this immediately, well then, I'm going to have to be litigious. I might have to take it to court. Okay? And this is what the bureaus think that you don't understand. They think that you don't understand your rights. The rights that you have under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, okay? Naomi Slot, good to see you. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Naomi. Crypto Slot, I had no idea Capital One had something to do with this. Capital One had their own breach aside from Equifax. It's crazy stuff, man. Terry, thank you. Longtime subscriber. Your motivation has raised my score from the low 500s now up into the 600s. I'll be calling for your services this week. You're the greatest, brother. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you. Quickest way to build credit. Quick, fast. Needed credit yesterday, now. Okay. So if you do have someone who has good credit and they want to put you on as authorized user, that can happen. Okay. I've done that with family members. I have good credit, put them on my good credit, boom, they're up, and then they get their own primary trade lines. It's pretty quick. Long term, you're also going to want to dispute those negative, nasty, erroneous items and get them out of there, okay? Hey, Brandon, property I rented inaccurately reported that we owed a specific amount of money in liquidated damages. Can I dispute and have it be? Yes, you can dispute that inaccurate information. You dispute, get it off of there. Yeah, I think a lot of times these rental properties and these leases, they try to get over on people, and it's kind of disgusting. And I'm sorry that you're going through that. Equifax removed 10 remarks from my account. Congratulations, T. Jackson. JCL, make sure you send some dispute letters right to the validation letters right to your collectors as well. That can be helpful. And make sure you send your next round. They might push back a little bit, but just like people are getting results here, it is possible, okay? They should be held more accountable, indeed. I'm buying a home and closing in the next 30 days will be good to get another 30 points. It could be helpful if they're going to recheck your score right before you close. Sometimes they do that. But I'm guessing you're probably already locked into an interest rate and a loan, right? And they probably already checked your credit. So depends. You might want to talk to your mortgage broker and see what's going on there. Kid Flash says, yo, what up, Brad? Credit bureaus give zero value back to the consumers, to the customers, and they make billions. It's crazy stuff. Roger's like, I think they should just do get debt forgiveness and remove balances, offering at least ID protection. Wait, where's Jerome? Jerome is here. Jerome is leering at me in the background, leering at me. He likes to sleep in on Saturday. Ain't no sleep here, Jerome. We work here, brother. All right. Yes, and if you accept a payout, you can't get involved in future class action suit against the agency. That's why I said they keep their funky little $125. And that's what Win Twin says. All right. DC says, what bothers me about Capital One is they're saying they don't believe that the information was used. How many times has there been a breach and the information was not used? I'm thinking not very often. Exactly. It is kind of a strange system that it doesn't seem as if there really are that big of ramifications for these companies that have these breaches. So they can have a breach. They can create whatever settlement they feel like. I mean, the Equifax settlement was figured out by the CFPB, the FTC, and the 50 states signed off on it. All these people, nobody did the math on that 31 million to pay out $125. They didn't think people were going to take it. And some free credit monitor. I mean, come on. It didn't seem like anybody cared about us. I'm wondering if their information got breached, how they would feel, huh? Yeah, it's nonsense. Just had my BK discharge. How long before it can come off? All right. Well, if it's just discharge, you got your full discharge papers in the mail. I think it's usually about 6 months it takes for them to say no creditor coming back for you after the bankruptcy. Then you're good to go. Okay. You can start disputing. Media Hangout. Yo, I'm in this mug. Good to see you, Media Hangout. Always a great subscribe, tribe, comment, member. Did a credit check with Equifax. Is at 705, TransUnion 695, and Experian. Oh, sorry, Experian 705, TransUnion 695, Equifax 646. Excellent. All right, excellent. Cassandra, with your medical, when you send your next round, this is what you can do, okay? Not only can you send the collection validation letter and see if they send back your medical information. If they do, you can send a HIPAA letter. But with the 609 letters, unverified account is usually there under the one of your reasons. You can put no contract for medical. No contract. Medical, for medical bills, no contract, okay? Rick, Brandon, I finally caught you live. I finally pulled the trigger and got your beyond committed plan. My only regret is not getting it sooner. Not getting it sooner. Credit repair starts now. Super impressed with the letters and your professionalism. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Rick. Crypto slice of life. Hey, I stopped paying the credit cards due to disability to pay. Should I communicate with creditors to buy time? Look, you may not even have to buy time. A full disability might be able to discharge this type of stuff. Disability. Okay, and this is something that you may have for you. You know, I'm sorry that happened to you, okay? But you may not have to pay that all. It might come off completely. Total and permanent disability discharge, okay? Something you might want to look into. And put a link up there for you. Sorry, let me actually send it to. Great. So yeah, I'm sorry that happened to your illness, disability. But I mean, one good thing is you may not have to file bankruptcy. You might be able to just get it forgiven and move on with your life and not have to deal with it. It's unfortunate. But yeah, and if they want to push back, you can dispute it, you know? All right, Kid Flash. I just had something. Okay, so, sorry. Moved. All right. Florida, I'm late. Can someone give me a summary of the live so far? I have Capital One. If you have Capital One and if you were breached, they will let you know, supposedly, is what they say. About 140,000 Social Securities and 80,000 bank accounts were compromised. Make sure that if you are interested in the beginning of this, you may want to watch the replay. There is a fair amount of information here in the first, beginning and whatnot. If you're watching the replay now, please, if the video helping you out, please give a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, try button. Remember, you can do this for yourself. You can repair your credit, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group. Apologies, I gotta had a lot of salt. Jerome, you put too much salt in my breakfast, brother. I told you, don't be putting all that salt in my breakfast. Excuse me. Channing Kelly. Hi, Brandon. Can I remove myself from a 12-month contract with an advertising company? Are they doing advertising for you, Channing? I'm trying to understand what that is. The seventh house, Jazzanova. What you got? I don't even know. Is that a real person? Or is this, you just playing with me? All right. You self-lend and build your scores as well. That's right. Not only can you use AUs, build your score quickly, get your own primary trade lines. After that, or if you can't get AUs from friends and family, you don't want to go that route, you can do your own primary lines. Something like a self-lender. It's a great secure loan, Blackbeard Dave on here every weekend. I'll tell you what, get tight, Jerome. Get in here. Okay, we got some people in here every weekend giving these great results, okay? And Blackbeard Dave had some great results with the self-lender as well, okay? So let's see what we got. Businessman, thank you so much for the super chat. How do the bureaus financially benefit from keeping collections on your credit report? I'm confused about the money goes. I'm confused because the money goes to the collectors, not the bureaus, right? Okay. So let me break down how their business model potentially works. Credit bureaus sell our information and allow access to their information through their customers. So they say, hey, you know, we've got all these consumers, us, that use credit, and we will give you access to their information if you would like to extend credit to these people or not. But you have to pay us to be able to extend credit to these people, right? Equifax, TransUnion, Experian have banks and credit card companies and collectors and all this stuff access to their information if they're paying for this information. So ultimately, they are selling our information. They make money when their customers are happy and make money. We are not the customer, we are their consumers, okay? The customers of the bank, Visa, you know, the banks, the credit card companies, the collectors. If the banks and the credit card companies are making more money on us, if they're making more money on interest rates, that means their customers are happy. The bureau's customers are happy. Could you imagine if the bureaus had everybody at 800 credit scores and the banks and the credit card companies had to give 2% interest, 3% interest, 1% interest, no interest? That wouldn't make for a very happy customer, would it? And this is just an idea of how it works, because they also say things like, oh, well, we need to keep things accurate. We want to make sure that we have confidence in our ability to report to these credit card companies and banks. But ultimately, the banks and the credit card companies want to be able to charge good interest rates, right? So they don't want people that are so low that they can't give and extend credit to. And they don't want people necessarily so high that now, well, we can't make no money on this person. Keep you right in the middle. So keeping some things on, keeping some things off might be helpful for their customers. But that's just an idea. They try to be pretty quiet about how they do this type of stuff, okay? So businessmen, don't get down. Don't worry about them. You do you. You get your credit squared away. There are people here just like yourself, just like me, just like everybody else who has gotten these negative, nasty, erroneous items off and gets up in the 700s, the 800s, get the best quality, getting 3% on their home loans. It's phenomenal. That's almost free, right? Small, 3% loaning out money, okay? Sorry, thank you. Oh, Lady J, okay. Interesting. Let me tell my team members right now, because I'm in the live chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chat my team. That you're ready to rock and roll. It says Lady J, ready to go. Let's get this going. Interesting. Okay. Set my first round of letters. Thank you. You're welcome. This is live. Jokers 1170. Yes, this is live. Excuse me. All right, sorry. Sometimes the live chat, I'm catching up, so I hope I don't miss any of your questions. Aletta, yes, yes, if you sent out your first round and you're interested in signing up as well, we can get you rock and rolling as well. Okay, I'll chat my team here. All righty. The 7th house, why does race have it? What happened? The 7th house. I have recently, maybe about a year or so ago, something. I don't know. Okay. I just wanted to say I got the Beyond Committed package and did some goodwill letters, and I got some to actually agree with it, and my score went up 41 points. It really works, TMK. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Goodwill letters can work, okay? I think a lot of times what happens is the creditors will tell you, hey, we don't do that. And they try to move you along, and then you're like, oh man, what's going on? It doesn't work. Not true. You don't want to believe all these things that they tell you. Excuse me, pardon me. Gotta get a stretch in. Been at the computer this morning doing these emails. Get tight like Jerome's camera tight. Get tight. Sitting here doing these emails, but it's important, okay? So look, these bureaus and creditors will say things. Well, we can't adjust it. We don't. It's acted, verified, all this stuff. But y'all know, y'all see it. You've done it. After they say something like that, oh, well, yeah, sorry, we couldn't actually verify. Oh, delete it. Oh, yeah, we can't update it at Goodwill, but actually we did. I went through that process, okay? I had to send multiple rounds of Goodwills and calls and stuff like that, but it worked, and it changed my life, and it got me to the other side, and it got me the good interest rates, and it got me my travel credit cards that I would not have been able to travel otherwise and have seen 2 or 3 different countries and changed my life and seen different cultures. It wouldn't have changed my life to be able to get certain merchant accounts and bank accounts and business credit cards. Start a business credit net 30s. We have Uline and Granger and Quill and Dell and all these things that we use, and other things that may not be applicable to you that we use. ComDoc for our printing. We have a Pitney Bowes for our mail. So yes, when TMK says, I just wanted to say I got the Beyond Committed package, and I did some goodwill letters, and I got some of them to agree with it, and my score went up 41 points. It really works. I want you to know you can do this. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. We got people in the office today. We all up in here, okay? Will and Luke and Hannah. Cornita's up in here, okay? My partner. We're here for you. And that's just half the team. For the VIPs on Saturday, what are we doing for you? Okay? Let's see what other questions y'all got. By the way, I know this is a credit repair channel. Most of the time it's credit repair, but hey, anybody doing anything fun this weekend, okay? Sometimes it's good to get out there and enjoy as well. Tell you what, no spoilers here, but I'm going to let you know that Hobbs and Shaw actually was pretty good. With The Rock, my boy The Rock, pretty good. Okay. What's the legal time frame limit for a collector? This is interesting. So, somebody's going to sleep. That's right. Get some sleep. Get you some sleep, brother. Jesus, get some sleep. Jesus. Jesus, I don't know if you go by Jesus or Jesus, but... So in your state, in each person's state, there's a statutes of limitation on their ability to ask you to pay or to take you to court or whatever it is. Statutes of limitation on the debt. Some places it's 3 years, 4, 5, 6, okay? Just depends, check your state. Now, The reporting, the federal reporting is 7 years per the, date of first delinquency. Everybody pretty much knows that. However, you can dispute these things. You can get these negative items off potentially before that. People do it every day, okay? But those are kind of the legal time frame limits. So when we talk about zombie debt, it's usually outside the state's legal limitations, statutes limitations, and check your state for them to be able to actually collect on it through a compulsory way of getting you to collect, meaning like a court judgment. That's something like that, okay? They would only be able to ask. See, that's what I'm saying. Jimmy K was saying, if you become disabled, student loans are canceled, yes, with letters from the doctor along with your credit card debts. Yes, absolutely. So it's an unfortunate situation that you've gone through. I'm sorry that happened to you. But yeah, you might be able to get this stuff deleted and dismissed. And I'm really sorry, because your health is your wealth as well, too. So hopefully you're doing okay now and things are better. Let's see. Apologies. Make sure. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that I put my email on here again, because I apologize. I get to talking, I get to rolling. I miss a few questions, and people are like, hey, man, did you miss a question? Hey, I ain't missing nothing. Email me. I will be here. I will work the weekend. I will work nights. I will work during the day. I will sweat it. I will work 24/7, 7 days a week. All right? Business credit. Do we help with business credit? Interesting. Okay. I was thinking about it when I read it. I'm like, do I want to put that out? Yeah, we got people standing by today. I'm going to give you our business credit website. Okay. VIP people on the live. Okay. Magic matrix. Boom. Okay. So you're interested in getting a loan as well. And this is interesting because business credit, you can get business credit cards, and you want to build up and get a really good PAYDEX number, FICO small business number. Those are important as well when looking to secure SBA loans. Loans also look at your bank rate. Okay. So not just credit cards, but you're looking for a loan. They also look at your bank rate and how your bank account looks for them to provide that type of bigger loan. Now, of course, you can get it potentially just with credit, but with your bank rate, you're able to show them the company's ability to generate revenue and the ability to pay things back. So how does one get a good bank rate? Well, basically cash flow through the bank account. And the more you have in it, the higher your bank score. And I think they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like they're just simple numbers. It's not like a whole score. But that is something to think about when you're breaking up different bank branches, because some businesses have more than one bank account in different banks. So your bank rate might look better if you have everything in one bank. And you might want to think about that when you're thinking about loans in the future for your business. Okay. But typically they're going to look at all your income sources and all your bank statements and see what your bank rate might be. But keeping it all in one might be beneficial. Okay. It's up to you. Some people like to keep it. Okay. Keep it in different bank accounts. Okay. Skater Settlements. Hey, B, sorry I'm late. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so Miros. All right, notary. Okay. Sometimes you can get free notary at your credit union, your local library. Anybody else know if they can get free credit notary services? Free notary services? Because Miros is saying, hey, is it okay to use the same notarized copy proof identity from round 1 letters to future rounds? Typically, you want to get new notary. It's got a different date on it, and it's a different registered letter. It's all fresh. It's all new. Okay. That's what you want to do typically. Now, of course, if you're trying to save money and maybe it's not right for you and you don't want to get things notarized, then potentially, okay, you could not do it. But notary is very helpful. And there are places where you can get it for free. I know some of our Subscribe Chat members, Blackbeard Day was like local banks. Some local banks and credit unions will do it or do it for cheap. Let them know what's going on, even if you are not a member. Okay. Okay, sorry, I have to look at. Looking through real quick. All right, great. Okay. What's the best website to get free credit reports? Okay. So, businessman says I get free credit notary at my credit union. Exactly. So, Channing Kelly, you can email me with some of those pertinent. I know it's some personal information you have there, so you don't have to put that all out there. You can go ahead and email me. Okay. Now, best website for the free credit reporting. So a lot of people can get the annual free credit report, okay? And they can do it on a free rolling 12 months. Annual credit report.com. I'll put it up there. If you haven't gotten free credit reports, you can do so, okay? So you've got the free credit reports every 12 months. It's not every year. So if you got it here August 2019, you will not get it again until August 2020. Okay. Doesn't come back on in January, right? Rolling 12 months. So you're like, hey man, I got the free reports, but hey, you know, what am I going to do in the meantime? I don't be paying for all these reports. Well, not only are they supposed to send you updated reports when you dispute, but there are other things out there that might give you a trial to try out. So look at some of these credit reporting monitoring places that might have a free trial or might give you like a $1 trial or something like that. That could be useful, okay? FYI, Brandon and the 609 team are very prompt and always answers any questions I have. I've got more than 100 points increase for both me and my hubby's credit. April Pullins, thank you so much. I appreciate you for putting that information out there, okay? This is amazing to see individuals that we're working with and having a real impact on their lives, on their, significant others' lives, their ability to change and grow their wealth for their family. I mean, this is wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Another Blackbeard Dave, another great Subscribe Chat member here. All you guys are so wonderful and so great. Blackbeard Dave saying, I just used the letters and got $35K student loan removed from Equifax, working on the others now. Okay. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Okay. If this video helped you out, please give a thumbs up if you're watching the replay. Do it now. Yes, get to the chopper, hit the thumbs up. Yes. And it's wonderful to be a part of such a positive environment, to know that, hey, we work with clients, we work with customers, we work together to do this, but to see that you are helping one another is phenomenal. That is the dream, right? That humans are helping one another get to the other side, and that we're doing the absolute best for not only ourselves, but for the best in, I guess, us, humanity as a society. Okay. So I really appreciate you. Sorry, I had to remove some spam there. Hold on. Sorry. All righty. Let's see. Bring up a special letter. Every once in a while, every blue moon, you have to do this. And we've talked about this here before. If for some reason, pardon me, excuse me, Jerome put too much hot sauce on my breakfast this morning. Let's see what we're talking about here. The young hogs, okay? The young hogs. Am I back? Am I back on? We're back. We back. I was getting too real with these bureaus. They don't want you to know. These banks and these credit card companies, these bureaus, they don't want you to know. They're trying to keep us down, okay? They're trying to keep this real information from coming to light, okay? Trying to come to light. I gotta dial it down. It's too bright. With on underground radio, that's just me and you right now, okay? They don't want us to know. They don't want you to know, okay? This information is too crazy. All right. Hey, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what. Let's oh yes, the reinsertion letter. Okay, cool. So I talked about the reinsertion letter. It talks about, did Jerome hijack the feed? Occasionally you have to deal with this type of stuff. It basically tells you, hey, under this section, such and such, you've got to be able to provide me notice within 5 days. My consumer rights under this and all this stuff, the original furnishers and address information on who furnished this data, goes on and on and on and on and on. I demand that you remove this negative item from my report. Okay. This is very special stuff. Occasionally something like that happens and you can take care of it. All right. You can take care of this stuff yourself. Okay. And here's the thing. JD says you do not have to be a member of TD Bank to get a notarized letter, okay? That's how you can handle it. You can take care of this stuff, this nasty, erroneous junk if you want to get this stuff notarized and you're trying to save a little bit of money, okay? So before Jerome tries to hijack the stream again, and before the banks and the credit card companies, they don't want you to know, we're going to have to, reconvene, okay? So if this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up. Remember, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for the awesomelifegroup.com. I'm putting my info here for you to email me with any of your questions, comments, concerns. Remember, credit repair starts now. Until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.